Twitter is reportedly leasing back over 40% of its office space in San Francisco. X Corp, Twitter's parent company, is said to be planning to lease back more than 40% of Twitter's office space in San Francisco. The social media giant had leased nearly 800,000 square meters across 2 offices in the city, with 340,000 square meters of that space now being subleased by X Corp. Since being acquired by X Corp and Elon Musk in October 2022, Twitter's workforce has decreased to 1,500 employees, less than a quarter of its pre-acquisition total. Some experts predict that Twitter may decentralize its operations to other areas, which could negatively impact their service quality. Japan strengthens diplomacy to avoid losing the Southern Hemisphere to China. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida is traveling to Africa to compete with China and Russia for influence in the Southern Hemisphere. Kishida is concerned that Japan will lose to them, due to the natural resources and diplomatic independence of many Southern Hemisphere countries. Japan is seeking to strengthen closer ties with Southern Hemisphere countries by providing financial support, training, and assistance to address issues such as high energy costs, food crises, and climate change. Samsung reclaims top spot in smartphone sales from Apple. According to research firm Canalys, Samsung has surpassed Apple to become the world's largest smartphone supplier in Q1 2023. Samsung now holds 22% of the global smartphone market share, compared to Apple's 21%, while Huawei, affected by U.S. sanctions, ranks third with 10%. Although Apple's market share has increased from 18% to 21% compared to the same period in 2022, Samsung's share has decreased from 24% to 22%. However, compared to Q4 2022, Apple's share has decreased from 25% to 21%, while Samsung's has increased from 20% to 22%. Canalys said it is still too early to predict the recovery of the smartphone market. Updates on the Russia-Ukraine conflict on April 20. Russia declared it had pushed Ukraine out of 3 areas in Bakhmut, while the U.S. announced a new $325 million military aid package for Ukraine. The U.S. has stopped using the Global Hawk UAV for surveillance in the Black Sea after a collision with Russia's Su-27. Ukraine received its first Patriot missile defense system and a new $325 million military aid package from the U.S. Russia destroyed Ukraine's Paladin self-propelled howitzer with a Krasnopol missile. A mysterious, bright flash, in the sky over Ukraine's capital, Kiev, caused a stir. 2 main proposals by the President of Ukraine to the NATO Secretary-General. The President of Ukraine has asked NATO to grant Ukraine membership status and provide more weapons to counter Russia. The NATO summit in July could become a historic event, and he has been invited to attend. NATO has supported Ukraine by providing weapons, but Zelensky believes more weapons are needed. The Kremlin said that Russia opposes NATO's admission of Ukraine because it threatens the country's security.